That's much better. That was funny. My niece was on the live, so hopefully more people come on the live. Ooh, now
Doesn't talk about it.
Yeah, it's something that I just don't know how to do. So to reiterate this again, we're on the 3rd floor, East Admin. And this 3rd floor and the 2nd floor are some of the most active areas, believe it or not, in the prison. I know that that's like a window in there that's making that noise.
Mm-hmm.
But that is like the darkest.
Yeah, when you're sitting in that room in the dark, it's pretty scary.
Yeah. You guys want to see what it looks like in here with no...
So you got it flipped, huh?
Yeah, I got it flipped. We're at the Ohio State Reformatory. Nice little exclusive walkthrough. Look how dark it is in here. I'm going to just be silent. I'm panning around the room. You can't see anything. Ooh, that was the window. That is how dark it is in here. Oh, and my light is running low on battery too.
What was that?
Was that? That was a flashlight. Everybody, sorry. If you're just joining us, we are at the Ohio State Reformatory. We are doing a total walkthrough. So if you guys see anything, if you hear anything, speak up, let us know. It is me and Kathy Feketik, Tri-C Ghost Hunters, and Kathy is the paranormal program manager at the Ohio State Reformatory. They did just recently get this elevator, which is really awesome. Only in Ohio.
Just go ahead and go the hallway.
Okay. It's my flashlight is running out of battery, so it's like extra spooky right now.
Now we're coming through the area where I've heard the growlers.
So there's a ton of activity that happens on this 3rd floor, and Kathy was just telling me about a story where she was walking through here, and now this isn't something that is uncommon either, but we'll get a lot of growling walking through these hallways, and through this particular hallway, Kathy heard both growling and disembodied voices. So we're trying to just find some observation. We're getting ready to go down the hallway to
Now there are a lot of shadow people that walk this hallway, but the hallway to the right, across from the chair room, is what we call the creepy hallway. That's where a croucher has been seen.
I just changed these batteries in this flashlight too. So there are a lot of stories in this windowless room. We're at the Ohio State Reformatory. And we're gonna sit in this chair and let's count down and turn the lights down. Let's see how dark it gets in here. Just a little bit of light so you can see. So there have been noises, gusts of cold air, people being touched. We're going down this hallway.
This is the area where the creepy crawler has been seen, the croucher.
The creepy.
It's like a shadow figure, apparition sometimes, gets down on all fours and runs away.
That sounds so awesome. Super pumped about the prospect of seeing that one day. We're at the Ohio State Reformatory, doing a late night walkthrough. I don't know if anybody has heard of the movie The Shawshank Redemption. Or whatever that noise was. I don't know if that was me on the floor, but there was like knocking over here. That doesn't move. Does it move when I walk in here? Huh.
Walk towards the bed and see.
So I was over here. And I walked in and I heard like creaking, like over here. So I walked in.
And you didn't hear it again, right?
No. not from me moving. If that was somebody trying to get my attention, can you do that again? That was my foot. Yeah, it definitely happened over in this area.
Oh,
What?
it goes up against the room I don't like on the other side.
Oh.
You know which room I'm talking about.
I do. Kathy Feketik with her beautiful purple hair. The paranormal program. Yeah, that room is not a...
It's not, it doesn't have to be.
Now, I can't reiterate... No, but that just gave me chills.
Yes.
I can't reiterate enough that this location it is not evil. It is not demonic. It is not anything like that. But there are definitely things in this space that because we don't understand them, they are scary as shit. And this room in particular is is one of those spaces where it like makes me shake. It makes me, I don't know. So I know that it's like 90% me ramping myself up, and that's why I feel like it feels like electricity in here.
And that's right on the other side of that bed.
Yeah. So the noise, oh man, I have like wicked chills. And look, and not to mention the fact, let's talk about how this is me. I'm panning. Kathy, watch your eyes because I'm going to turn on the flashlight. I'm panning around. This is how dark it is. So up against this wall was where I heard a clicking noise when I walked into the room on the other side here. This space has always just kind of had those, I mean, it probably doesn't help that there's, handprints on them. I think those are actual human being prints. But there are, God, there's just like, people just love to be creepy and put handprints all over the place. There are stories of people seeing a shadow figure while they're walking up the stairs behind me. Mm-hmm. You're passing by and you're just kind of seeing this room out of the corner of your eye.
Apparitions there.
Yeah.
And shadow people coming down the steps.
And like, look how, I don't know. Do we know what this room was at one time?
I'm not 100% sure.
Because it's just this weird shape. Also, thank you, Jacob, for that rose. Oh, sorry, Jake. I don't know if your name is Jacob, right?
I've done my paperwork in there, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's definitely an odd shaped space. And without, of course, like without inflating ghost stories, there's always spooky stories to be had in every location. And the best thing that we can do as investigators is try not to inflate those stories too much. Oh, good. Okay. Legally. Okay. I'm going to go with illegal. Thank you, Jake. I feel dangerous. Thank you for the rose. Yeah. So I heard a noise right behind this bed. It was like almost like a I don't know, like a creak. And then
I would go in there and try and recreate it, but I'm not doing it by myself.
I know, right? I don't know like what it was. To me, it sounded like the bed frame knocked up, like it was a solid object that knocked up against the wall almost.
Let me just go in there.
She's going to see if she can recreate the noise that I heard. Or like knock your flashlight maybe. No. Kind of, but without the echo. Like it sounded like it was almost in the wall. Yeah. Ew, I don't like that it says that was yeah. I'm like a teenager. Ew, I don't like that we recreated the noise.
It was was the baseboard.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So we heard a noise, and Kathy just went into the other room to try to recreate the noise that I heard. And what did you do? Kick the baseboard?
Mm-hmm. I tapped it with my foot.
She tapped the baseboard with the yeah, and that was almost the same. Well, the funny thing about that is where I heard it, it sounded like here, and when you did that, it sounded like right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
In the middle of the road.
That's fantastic. Well, it's not necessarily a debunk, but it's more of like a scare the ish. Guys, and we just started. We're not even in. So this is
What I did.
yeah. Now, yeah. Oh. In the creepy room. Thank you for taking one for the team.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually never, this is the first time I've stepped foot in this room. What do you guys think? Where should we go next?
Chapel?
Uh-oh. Let's do it.
Stairs?
Straight up the stairs?
Yep.
Straight on till morning.
Okay. Grab it like where you're doing. You know, it's freaky over here. Oh, it may not be there anymore. Can you see the handprint on the wall all the way up there? Probably
No,
not.
but you know what? When we went up there, because that's how you get to the roof, right?
Yeah.
We
you
saw
go up
that.
to the hospital, that is. But yeah, I don't think it's there anymore. I can't see. Somebody took a picture.
We're-
and
we're-
a huge handprint was up there, but it's actually a real handprint. They thought that it wasn't there.
Today we can't go up there, but we're at the Ohio State Reformatory. We're doing a haunted walkthrough. There are only 4 people in this entire building right now, 240,000 square feet. And
You could go up there if you get a private ghost hunt.
yeah, if you, Ohio State Reformatory offers private ghost hunts. Hello. And you get access to all, that scared the shit out of me. That looked like a person. You get access to areas like that. Oh my gosh, the haunted house. It's one of my favorite haunted houses. Blood Prison. So fun here. So fun. Yeah. So we're in the chapel, and with my understanding and personal experience too, there's not a ton that happens,
No, it's
other than some like pareidolia.
It's a very calm
Yeah.
feel. However, I did see a shadow person here.
We're at the Ohio State Reformatory.
The shadow person was actually, I was sitting here. I was sitting here on the bench, and everybody was in the attic, and I saw a shadow appear here and walked about here and disappear. Now, it didn't scare me because this is a very calm
Yeah.
area. What freaked me out was the fact I was by myself.
Mm-hmm. Jake, I don't know what the cat paw is, but man, what did that make my night? Thank you for, Rogue, there is a ton of activity. I am on the resident paranormal team here. Well, there was somebody talking behind me, unless you heard a different noise. We're in the chapel right now. Now the chapel is, yes, we have 2 other people here. There's only 4 of us in the entire building, so you may have heard echoes of 2 other people that are in here with us. We have 4 people in this 240,000 square foot location. Now there are public ghost hunts here, there are private ghost hunts here. We may be having a private event for my TikTok followers. Oh, there. Our 2 of our other investigators they just messaged that they're in the bullpen, so the mini bullpen. So that's what that noise was. Thank you, Greg. Oh, Chi-Town. Next time I'm in Chicago, make sure you follow my page when I'm in Chicago. I would love to meet up for a haunt. Hi, welcome to the Ohio State Reformatory. Jake, thank you for the corn. I don't even know what that is. It's great. This is definitely an area of such calm and peace. And I am not a conventionally religious person, but I think, this was a place of escape and a place of just peace and community for the inmates. So I think that's why we have Oh, good. Greg and Christopher are going to be joining us so that we can make sure that if we hear any voices or anything that we have everybody accounted for. Perfect. Rogue, please come out to the Ohio State Reformatory. We have private hunts here. We have public hunts here. Let me know if you ever come out.
And if you're too afraid to go in the paranormal ones, come out during the day for the day tours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do. We have this. There's every level here. There's day tours for history. We have ghost walks for just, more controlled, fun. And then we have the hunts. We also have an event called Parapsychon coming up in May. You're going to see a ton of content from me on that. Hey, Michigan. I like your name. We're at the Ohio State Reformatory. Welcome to Ohio. We're going to wait for Greg and Christopher to meet up with us, and then we're going to head out of the chapel. It's both cool as in awesome and cool as in freezing. Just maybe?
When Greg gets here, he may have the keys to the candy store.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's all cross our fingers. Let's make sure that we are liking and following this live, because this is an exclusive. Thank you so much for the rose. No, because it's so dark and
Yeah.
What was? I don't know. That was spooky. Let's all hope that we might be able to sneak in here, y'all. Yeah, yeah, we are ghost hunters. We are the resident paranormal team for the Ohio State Reformatory, where we are right now. Thank you so much for the gifts, for the roses. I appreciate you guys so much. And we are doing I know, I love this too. We're doing just an exclusive walkthrough of the spooky spots, giving you guys, thank you so much. It is my goal to be able to do more of these walkthroughs at more of these locations. And I just hit the goal that I never really thought I was going to hit. Oh, here we have not ghosts, but team members. So we are, I love ghost hunting. So we're all together. This is Greg Feketik. He is our other fearless leader of Tri-State Ghost Hunters. And this is my beautiful husband and Kathy and, it's me.
Hey, Greg. Yeah. I think our viewers want something. Do you have your keys?
Oh, y'all. Pretty sure we're going to go in there. So Greg is the man with the plan. He's the man with the keys. And of course, and now my camera that was crazy. Greg has the keys to this. Oh, why did I not just have the realization that we are straight up going into the attic?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys. I am so excited.
This is where you told me that I wouldn't be able to hang.
Well, we're going to hang in here. And not only are we're going to hang in here, but I want you guys to see how dark. Now, the attic is one of the, here, let's give you guys, let's show you guys what we're working with here. The Ohio State Reformatory is home to the tallest freestanding cell blocks. And that is something that you will not see anywhere else. And we are about to go into the attic, which is, yeah, let's do lights on first. We're gonna go, look at this place. This is the attic. So on a regular daily exploration, you would not have access into this space. So y'all are getting some exclusive, wow. Guys, you made me up my goal because you're amazing. No, this is already, we're already going to have more locations in the works to do. So the attic has a lot of paranormal claims. This is where I have seen the most activity. I'm going to turn off this light because we don't need it up here. This is where I have seen the most activity. So you see everything from shadow people walking around. I am not a big orb person, so I don't necessarily think orbs or anything that typically sometimes maybe it's energetic balls of energy, energetic balls. But but you do see anomalies throughout this space, especially when the lights are turned off. And that can often be explained by, just shots firing beneath the eyelids. But definite shadow. Did you like that? Definite shadow. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Let's show them what it looks like with the lights off. You guys ready for this? So this is typically how we would investigate the attic. They're shuffling down there. And we'll sit in here. We're gonna have a little bit of silence, see if you guys can hear anything. That was me clicking on a flashlight. Even with a flashlight, you can barely see anything. Now, there was a time where the prison was experiencing overpopulation from another location that had gone through a fire. So, that was me. So they had sent their influx of inmates here, and they didn't have anywhere to put them because the Ohio State Reformatory historically has seen a lot of overpopulation within its cell blocks. Cell blocks that were made for, 2 people would hold 5. So the influx of inmates were sent up into the attic, and now there were no cell blocks up here, so it was just kind of a free-for-all. I am up here. Yeah, I'm up here alone. There are some people back at the door with those little shiny spots, but we're here with 3 other people. They had a ton of cell blocks, the highest freestanding cell block, but they still experienced a lot of overpopulation. Alex, there are a ton of ghosts in here. It's the Ohio State Reformatory, notoriously haunted. If you believe in that stuff. I'm a paranormal investigator with Tri-C Ghost Hunters of Ohio. And I go into creepy, dark places and look for fucking ghosts. Bravery, crazy, I think it's a fine line. Tierra Wednesday, I think it's a fine line. I have been investigating formally with Tri-C Ghost Hunters now for about a year, and solo investigating for about 15 years. Let's turn the lights on. Let that be light, so you guys can see just how Now, you know what? Being afraid does not make you a chicken. It means that you are a living, breathing human being. We have been afraid of the unknown since time was time. Oh, we are totally going to solitary, don't you worry. Oh, I am not at all surprised by that, because anytime I've been down here and turned the lights on and off, I have always had experiences down here. Hey, Greg, when was this building built?
1896 is when the west cell block, which we're in now, was finished. East cell block was finished 1910.
So between 1856 and
1896.
1896.
It started in 1886, and then it was completed in 1896. But then the east cell block was finished in 1910. So we just had something here.
I was just about to say, tell me what you guys just experienced. Was it out here?
Well, we were in there, and we heard what sounded like a door, but I think it was birds in the ductwork. So I'm standing out here, and then when you said, can you turn on the lights?
I turned like this. I was watching you, and I heard a thump thump, and I turned and said, "That's what it sounded like." And Greg said,
Right,
"Yeah,
going
because
up
you."
those steps right
he
there.
goes,
Go up those
"Because you
steps."
stepped on this."
Right there.
That.
That's exactly what we heard. Somebody
Oh.
And I said, no, I wasn't anywhere near it. But he heard it too.
Yeah, I heard it. I thought it was her on the steps.
No.
And she said, no, it wasn't me.
Anytime I've ever, and I've been, the light person, and I was the light person when we had our celebrity ghost investigation during Parapsychon. And when we were down here and we turned the lights off, oh, it's a ghost. Just kidding. It's my husband. We saw walking back and forth, but we heard that same noise of somebody walking up there. And I'm on the fence with it being residual and with it being intelligent, but there is no doubt that there are things, very unexplainable things that happen in this space. Like things being thrown, walking around. My biggest this is where, without a doubt, I always see shadow figures.
Oh, yeah.
Always, without a doubt.
I've actually been touched up here too.
Yeah.
And I had to tell him
We got video of stuff in
Yeah. And the orbs with the naked eye, not with the camera.
And that's what I'm saying too, is what I was talking about with the orbs. And I am not a huge advocate for orb activity. I don't usually keep it in, yeah, it's freezing up here. Keep it in as evidence in any way, shape, or form. But I will say there is a lot of visual activity that happens. Oh, don't worry. We chase the shadows. But this is the only people that we have right now. We're completely alone in this building other than us four. How are we on time?
It is, we have about 25 minutes.
Nice.
So you want to head down to, I don't know, go down to some of the cells and to the solitary confinement?
Yeah, you guys want to go to solitary?
I like solitary.
Do you guys want to go to solitary and confinement? I'm talking to you guys live. Oh, okay. Greg, thank you. Tier, I won't leave you, I promise.
It's closed during the day.
Yes, the area that we were just in is closed during the day. So unless you go on a tour, they will take you in there, but typically access. Oh, yeah. So this is Ohio State Reformatory has the highest freestanding cell block in the country. Is it the highest freestanding?
Largest freestanding cell block.
Is it in the country or in the world?
In the world.
In the world. So the largest freestanding cell blocks in the entire world. And
Okay, we're going to go down to the fourth tier.
okay, so essentially, when we say freestanding, that is a really, really good question. I personally believe that full moon and new moon ramps up activity just because of the magnetic energy that it has on the earth in general. So that is a really, really good question. And I would say absolutely. Whenever we do an investigation, we always record what moon phase we are investigating under, just to see the correlation. So yeah, the cell blocks are anxiety inducing, but in a really cool way. Sorry, I'm pointing the phone down, but.
Go to the right and walk all the way down the side.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna let you guys go a little bit ahead of me so I can get, hey babe, can you go in a cell block? I'm gonna get ahead of you. So that so welcome to the cell block.
So this is how the cell block or the cells looked.
This one. Right here.
So when we were talking about the overcrowding, typically these cell blocks that, were supposed to house 2 people would, at the highest capacity, 5?
Yeah, I think they did, but whatever they could get in there.
Yep, whatever they could push in there. No, he married me for my craziness.
Okay.
That cell block is set up so that you can kind of see what it would have looked like. So let me.
Cell 13 is James Lockhart's cell.
Oh, is that where we're headed?
You remember?
Yes. Oh, nope, no photos out the windows.
I know. There's a plaque right there. It is.
Yeah, here we go. So let's. Lockhart was serving 1 to 15 years for assault with intent to kill. On February 6th, 1960, he took his own life by setting himself on fire in this cell with lighter fluid and a match. Are they
I
down
heard
there?
that.
Are you guys both down here?
Yeah, that's birds in the duck.
Okay.
What'd you hear?
He was 22. Definitely not birds in the ductwork down there.
Yeah, it's, trust me.
So James Lockhart set himself on fire. You can only imagine what motivated him to take his life in such a way like that. I know, I wonder where he got the lighter fluid too. But it's like, what? I guess that kind of sounded like ductwork, but
See in the windows here,
yeah.
all those nests, there are birds that nest in them.
Oh yeah, there are nests right there.
And sometimes you can see them moving around.
Are we still going straight?
Yep.
Yep,
All the
You're gonna
way.
go all the way, and
Do you
we
guys-
can go down the steps.
Let's see what it looks like without the lights,
Unless
right?
you want to go to the library, then we'll go up.
I would say she needs to get to myself.
Okay, then go down.
So, also a really, really great question. Because it is such a huge, 250,000 square feet, it's such a huge location. So when we're hearing things like noises and creaks and bumps and slams, you have to be very objective about those things because it could always be recreated in some way. You can explain it away as much as you need to typically. So we really focus on those noises and experiences that we can't necessarily explain. If I hear a bang or a creak on a lower level, it could be, it could be the wind. It could be birds in the ductwork. But if I hear somebody say, get out, that's not necessarily something that I'm going to be able to explain with birds in the ducts. Now, please do not be alarmed if Greg and Christopher jump out and scare us because they are literally dying to do that. So I apologize if that happens. Oh, okay, good.
Are you going to go down here?
Let me show you guys. Let's see, I can't really. Kathy, can you shine your flashlight?
Does that help at all?
Yeah. These are those. Oh, those red lights they're exit signs. Good question. I know, don't worry. I told them that they're not allowed to try to scare us.
It's chilly in here.
It is freezing, which is another thing too. When this was an active prison, they would often, look how high up. And we're on what, the 4th floor? Mm-hmm. We're on the 4th floor and it still goes all the way up. The biggest freestanding cell block in the entire world. We're at the Ohio State Reformatory. And when this prison was, understaffed and overfilled, sometimes, windows would be broken and there was really not a lot of way to regulate temperature. So you would experience extreme heat, extreme cold.
We should probably get going to solitary.
We're going to go to solitary confinement. That's going to be where we end our live. But of course, thank you everybody for helping me. Oh, that's a big old gust of wind. My first rose gold. I appreciate everybody that gave me roses. We're definitely going to be doing more locations. Yeah, I know. It's super sad, the conditions that prisoners had to experience here. So here we are on the ground, and I'll just show you guys kind of a pan up of how huge the largest standing cell blocks in the world. I mean, it's unbelievable. It just goes and goes and goes. And now we are going to go and go and go to solitary confinement. We're going to crawl under the chains.
Toilet room?
That is the toilet. That actually, I cannot go in that room, believe it or not. I have visceral, like, physical reactions in this room.
There's a man.
Is my husband gone? Christopher! I think the ghosts got my husband.
No, you stay with him, Greg, and I'll take Laura.
They are going to end our life. Oh my God, you're right. It does sound terrible. We're just going to press a button so that my phone is not on live anymore. Like, you can't even see the ceiling. This is so high. We're on our way to solitary confinement, and we got a lot of footage here tonight. So if you're not following my page, follow my page. I'm going to be, over the next 4 months, I'm going to be posting a lot of content about events that we have going on here, history of the prison, ghost stories, and a lot of really cool footage that we got to capture tonight while being here. So if you like spooky shit, if you like witchy shit, if you like me unfortunately explaining away a lot of ghost stories as an investigator, then follow my page and we'll do some cool stuff. Leading up to Parapsychon. Ooh, under the chain. Leading up to Parapsychon, our biggest event of the year as a paranormal space. This is also, there are four museums.
Yep, that's the industrial museum.
Yeah. 4 museums housed in this huge prison as well, too. I mean, all right, y'all. Here we are. This is the end of the line for me. This is where we're going to be spending the rest of my time. Let's go. There are a lot of claims in solitary from disembodied voices, footfalls, footsteps. 100% the second you walk in here, if you are the least bit energetically sensitive, you will feel it on your skin viscerally, and it is not just the cold.
That's Greg.
Okay, that's Greg and Christopher.
Yeah, I'm going to send them in here. I got to go.
Okay. So Kathy is leaving, and I am in. Literally, I'm by myself in solitary confinement right now. I am by myself with you guys until my husband or Greg comes and saves me. Okay, good. I am no longer by myself. I was alone for just a second. So this is solitary confinement. This is where you would go if they needed to put you away from everybody else. You were no longer in Gen Pop, you came down here. And if you notice, these cells are tiny, 1 bed, 1 toilet, and no windows. A lot of footfalls, voices, And it goes all the way around. We'll come back up the other side, and we're actually going to just have some silence on this side. This is where... Okay, that's Greg. This is where... You never know. This is where I'm stumbling over my words a lot because energetically it is very... very interesting in here, energetically. So I'm just going to go in an open cell without a door. We're just going to have some silence to hear how quiet it gets in here. That was my husband, and that was me whispering. Is there anybody in here with us? I have some friends with me that would love to make your acquaintance. Now, typically, there is an older, I don't know what that was, that freaked me out. There's an older gentleman that hangs around in here. We think that he is a guard. There is a story about a guard losing their life down here. And when it comes to EVP work or calling out and asking questions, I always try to act like I'm just speaking to another adult. I don't antagonize. I never provoke. I would never speak to a spiritual presence in any kind of threatening way because that is not what I'm here to do. I'm here to gather and collect evidence. And I do have some videos about what I have surmised energy on the other side to be. This is a human being right here, don't worry. So I think we're getting ready. Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, Shawshank Redemption was filmed here. There have been actually a few movies filmed here. And yeah, there was a Lil Wayne music video. Godsmack music video. So guys, we are getting ready to end this live. I wanted to do it for about an hour. This is my first live. There's Greg just sneaking out, being crazy. Let's get back to a place for some light so I can sign off and say peace out.
You want light?
Let there be light. Just a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little. What was that? Ooh, I'm gonna turn this light off. Oh man, so that was intense. But guys, thank you so much for joining my live. Follow my page for more. This is not the last time I'm going to be doing this. This was kind of a trial run. So thank you so much for all the roses, for all the gifts. I appreciate you guys. Follow my page. Let me know if you want more. Let me know where you want to go. I appreciate you guys. You're awesome.